Constantino, pound for pound.
Little Giant Boxing.
Jermell, what's going to surprise Canelo the most when he steps in the ring with you?
I think you're going to be more surprised by my power and my strength that I do really have, and I pack a different type of punch. I felt like I hit like a light heavyweight, so we'll see.
Canelo Charlo, what do you think? Canelo versus Jermell Charlo, what do you think?
Oh, Canelo easy.
Yeah?
Charlo is nothing. A little Charlo, nothing. Canelo will probably knock him out in 6th or 7th round.
Look, undisputed versus undisputed, it's great. I think it's great for boxing. I think people are surprised that he chose the smaller Charlo, but I think the smaller Charlo could be even more dangerous for Canelo because the smaller Charlo has speed and fights harder, and he's in your face. So who knows how he's gonna do against the Canelo? But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be an entertaining fight. And moving up 2 weight classes, I mean, first of all, I take my hat off to Charlo for doing that. I understand that it's a great payday for him, and he took that into consideration when making the decision to fight Canelo. But it's going to be a tough task. I mean, 2 weight divisions is historical if he wins, but and 2 weight divisions, if he loses, he has the perfect excuse. I moved up 2 weight divisions, so it's a win-win for Charlo, I believe. But I don't think Canelo wins anything by beating a Charlo.
Does it make him look bad with the Benavidez?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make him look bad.
Everyone wants that Benavidez fight.
Yeah, I don't think it makes Canelo look bad. I just think that it's not a win-win for Canelo. That's it. I mean,
nothing for his legacy, basically.
It's just okay. It's almost kind of like, all right, let me win this fight and sharpen up my tools so then I can face, Benavidez, or I can face, the tougher guys.
Oscar, you're very active playing golf. I spoke to Barrera this weekend, and he said that Canelo is probably all that golfing that he's doing, the mileage, the sparring. And during the pandemic time, he had, around four or five fights, kind of back to back, a lot of camp. Do you believe that maybe all that golf and all that boxing he's put in his body, do you believe it's kind of starting to show now as somebody like you that you very active playing golf?
Sure, absolutely. Look, Canelo's how old is he?
He's 32.
33.
Yeah, well,
he's 33.
He's an old 33. Not because he's been in wars, but he started professional when he was 15.
Yeah.
So if you're not focused on just training and taking care of business, and now you're golfing, and it takes a lot out of you. You're out there 6 hours swinging the club, you're walking, you're not resting your body to go to war against somebody. And I remember my best trainer I've ever had in my whole career, Cholain Rivero, who trained me for the Chavez fight. He would tell me, every time you get a chance to rest your legs, you just sit down and rest and stay off your feet. He wouldn't even let me play pool in my own home because I was standing on my feet. So you can imagine, the toll it takes on you, especially after you're, 31, 32, 33 years old. You have to get as much rest as possible, and it does affect the fighter.
Lil Charlo moving up 2 weight classes. It looks like he's in fight mode already.
Yeah.
And it's too soon to be in fight mode.
Yeah.
For your energy, you understand?
Yeah.
So, but it would take a real trainer or a handler that knows the business to understand, bro, relax. Relax. We got time.
Right.
So
You mean don't exert energy, or what do you mean?
it's like he's too high strung about the fight right now. He was moving around here this weekend as if the fight was taking place next week. You feel me? So it's a lot of energy being wasted where they can be channeled. You understand? And bottled up. And you let that energy go when it's time. Don't waste it, bro. You understand? That's all I'm saying.
He coming with a lot of motivation, and he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. He's undisputed too, and he wants to prove. I can see he wants to prove everybody he can do it. But I'm motivated too, and I'm just looking for September 30.
When he faced off with you, he looked big, and a lot of people.
No, he's bigger than me.
Yeah, because a lot of people said, "Oh, he's a smaller guy," but he's bigger than
147, 154. Everybody's bigger than me. I'm a small fighter, but I'm cabron.
Canelo. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, even though Charlo might be the taller, bigger guy, I feel like that won't make a difference. I think Canelo's gonna. I feel like he's a stronger guy, and he's gonna little by little, just slowly get closer and closer to Charlo and start landing some hard power shots. But I don't think it'll be extremely easy for Canelo, but I think Canelo's definitely gonna get the victory in that fight.
That's it.
Is this confirmed?
Oh yeah, it's confirmed. The tickets went on sale today. Jermell Charlo, the 154 pounder.
Hey, he was wanting to fight Canelo and anybody else, so now he got some opportunity. So now let's see what he does.
Okay, what do you got?
I got Canelo, but I mean, let's see what Charlo can do, because he wanted the opportunity, so now he's gonna get it. So now we'll see what he can do.
And now
the fight with John Ryder. I know Ryder's a tough guy, and sometimes you get in there with a dude that just refuses to be knocked out, and it was a bloodbath, and Canelo won the fight handily. But I'm not really judging that. I was just like looking at his body, not his body language, but like he just didn't seem as quick with the trigger, and even like his physique wasn't quite as toned, wasn't quite as cut. Yeah, so I'm like, well, has he turned the corner? You know what I mean? And maybe he has, because he's been a professional fighter for more than half his life.
Yeah.
He's 32, right? 33?
Right. 33.
Yeah, and he turned pro at 15.
Right.
More than half his life, he's been a professional.
Wow, I never even thought of that.
And he's been in so many big fights. I don't think he can get up for these huge fights, but maybe Jermell ignites something in Canelo. Like Canelo sees something in Jermell that he used to have. I'm gonna be corny. I'm gonna say the eye of the tiger. That's corny, I know. But that sort of thing, that kind of fire in the belly sort of thing. And I hope we get a good fight. It's not just about huge events. And anytime Canelo fights, it's a huge event. But the events have to live up to our expectations. Right. And boxing's at its best when they surpass our expectations.
How does the fight end?
I think Canelo gets the stoppage, late rounds. I think a body attack. But I will say this. If Jermell boxes Canelo the way Jermall boxed against Sergey Derevyanchenko in 2020, that style will greatly trouble Canelo. This version of Canelo.
Stick and move, you're saying?
Yes. Stick and move with authority. Which is what Dimitri Bivol did, right?
Right.
That's what Bivol did.
Right.
He wasn't going toe to toe. He picked his spots. He was light on his feet. In
and out.
Working off his jab, in and out. That's right, yeah. But with authority, you got to sting him, man. You can't just put it out there. So, whatever style Jermell chooses to bring, I think it's going to be a quality fight. But I'm hoping we see the lions only. I'm hoping to see two carnivores in there that are out for blood. That's me. I'm a ghoul.
You can't fuck with my guy Canelo, bro. They can't. I think especially Charlo coming up 2 weight classes. I commend him. He's daring to be great, but at the end of the day, he's gonna get stomped, bro. He's gonna get stomped. I really do think so. Charlo only knows how to come forward and load up, and Canelo can do it all. So I truly believe that.
Every time I see you, I mean, this is hype.
Give Charlo a good chance to beat Canelo?
Of course, because these fights are not one-sided. It's the same token. Do I give Canelo a better chance to catching Jermell, because they switched Jermell, and hurting him because I believe he's the strongest guy out of two?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, so it's one of those things, man. Whoever, don't walk on that tightrope. Cautiously, carefully, and still be productive in what they do. We have a problem. That's one of those fights you can't like. Neither guy cannot underestimate or even fall asleep at any will or take anything for granted. They got to be on their game. They have to. I mean, and not only that fight with Canelo, with that fight happening, but I look at the other matches before then and after that. I see the same type of, cautiousness where nobody, like this, like two gunslingers, two Cowboys gunslingers, and they draw at the same time. Somebody got to be a tenth of a second late to be a victim.
You're gonna surprise Canelo when he steps in the ring with Charlo, you think?
No surprise, maybe, because fucking Canelo too strong. Canelo good fighter, No surprise, maybe he know I'm working with Charlo. He maybe Canelo. He come with move, punches, everything.
How hard does Charlo hit?
He got power. Charlo power punches. Charlo power punches. Now increment something more. Football, movement, everything. That's the reason the fight make like a good fight because Canelo is fucking strong. Charlo fucking strong. Good fight.
What do you think is the key to winning? Like, you think it's speed? You think it's power? What do you think it is?
Bueno, you need to see the story. The key for the victory, you need to see story.
Is Charlo a tough fight for Canelo?
It's a good fight. I like it. I think Canelo going to win the fight because Charlo, have to up 14 pounds. It's a lot of weight, but going to be a good fight.
Man, you know me. I got Canelo, man. I'm riding Canelo for sure.
And lastly, what was the biggest lesson that you learned from training with Canelo that one day?
That one day?
Yeah.
What he emphasized was his movement. Like having space, like don't be too close. And just the movement, man. It's really, really, really cool.
Were you a little starstruck when you met him?
Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wasn't expecting I'd be like in his gym, that day. So yeah, it was a fun experience.
Lastly, any message to Canelo?
Canelo, I wish I get to train with you again, and good luck on your fight on September. We'll try to be there. Good luck.
Pues es una pelea muy interesante, pero sin duda alguna pues voy con Canelo porque pues él ha demostrado que es buen peleador, que aunque a muchos mexicanos o a mucha gente, críticos y no críticos, pues les duela, por todo lo que ha logrado y más que nada el venir desde abajo, pues no cualquiera lo aguanta. Y creo que Canelo ha sido de los pocos o de los muchos que ha tenido que trabajar contra eso y contra ello. Y bueno, lo más importante que ha sabido sobresalir ante todas las adversidades.
I got Canelo for sure,
Why is that?
He's just on top right now. I feel like he's in his prime, and he's fighting the smaller Charlo, the 154 brother. So, yeah.
You got it by knockout or decision?
I think by knockout, like 10th round, 11th round.
Okay, what about you?
Same. I'll be honest with you. I think Canelo right now it's just too much, and I'm so happy that he's the face of boxing. He's the king of boxing. They're Mexicans, son mexicanos, son raza, y estamos bien orgullosos de ellos. And I believe he's gonna knock him out like Dylan said in the later rounds, and I believe so. And I believe he will continue rising his legacy.